G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So today on the video, I want to test something out. So a subscriber commented on my video yesterday saying that he thinks that my fish food that I made might cancel itself out because Metro and tetracycline mixed together. The Metro cancels the tetracycline out, and then Metro is only good for 8 hours. So basically, the Metro that I'm using might not actually be Metro. I shouldn't actually have used that term. It's basically a hexema cure, but it's not officially Metro. But I've got the food here, and I've got another little bit of poo that I found. Hopefully we can find some parasites. So from the research I've done, that really big parasite, well, I say this big, the one that looked kind of like the one that was in the main video, with like the babies in the back and that one's not harmful. But if you look in the video, I don't know if you can really see it, but I saw it not filming. There's like oval shaped little critters that are like really tiny. They're actually the ones that I'm trying to get rid of. That's like I can't remember what it's called, but that's what causes hole in the head. Is that parasite? So anyway, my plan here is I'm going to crush up a piece of food and put it in a test tube. I'm going to try and get the sample under the microscope first, and then I've got to try and get that sample scraped off into the test tube. And I've got some aquarium water. I've got it in a syringe here, so it's going to be a bit of a process. And then I might actually have to film the diagnosis of it tomorrow. So sorry if this uploads really late, guys. It's because I'm editing it on the day of upload. But anyway, let's get stuck into it. Alright, so I've got my glass slide here. It's actually not a very good example of a glass slide because it's sharp, and I was looking for a piece of sandpaper so I could sand the sharp edges off, and I couldn't find one. So I need my little light. So this light is actually off my camera. You can see there's the camera mount there. But if I put this here, see there's a little mirror there, and the light shines the mirror and shines the light up through there. So now, if we put this on here, I kind of need to, hang on, if I spin that around, the problem is there's those tabs there and they get in the way. I might even just take them off. It's to clamp your test piece down, but I don't really need to clamp it down, I don't think. Do you reckon we can go straight with the camera? No, guys, I'm going to have to focus it and then we'll have a look. Alright guys, so much to my disappointment, I only really managed to find one little critter in there, which isn't enough for a test sample for my liking. So I'm going to get the syringe back out there. I feel like there's one piece of something in here. There might be something on. Give me one more shot at this. If you look in there, can you see that white bit? That's the bit I want to get on there, because that's the poo that's been eaten. Like, you know, when you get white poo, it's been eaten by a parasite. This is bizarre, guys. I can't find anything. Like, if you look at that, that's like textbook white stringy poo, and there's nothing in it. There's a chance that this fish food is really good. Like I said in yesterday's video, I was feeding this like maybe 2 to 3 days before yesterday, so I don't know, there's a chance. To begin with, I could only find that little bit of white stringy poo, whereas last night I had a way bigger sample size. But last night, like, every little bit that I looked at had parasites in it, or like little creatures. So this is weird. This is ruining my video, guys. I want parasites. No, I shouldn't say that. I don't want parasites. Please don't take that out of context. But alright, I'm gonna go try find another sample. Wish me luck. Alright guys, I got another sample. If you look in here, so that guy there, what's going on? So hang on, 2 secs. To me, that there looks like a dead parasite. It's not moving at all. Look how much hang on. Look how much sample I've got, and this stuff was like half brown, half white, and there's nothing. So this is really good, really good that there's nothing there. The same tank that I took that sample from last night, that I have been medicating for like 3 days, but it doesn't. I really want to test the food. That's my main issue here. So I'll have one more look. Alright guys, so you can see there, and I've just pumped it. There. That little guy there. I saw like 3 of them. It's not really the ideal amount that I'd like to see for this video. Unfortunately, I can't get closer. So this is on 100 times zoom. So like ideally, to do this test, I would have liked the amount that I had in last night's poo. Like literally last night, after I turned the cameras off, I was having another look, and I saw like hundreds of these things, and like there was like, I identified at least like 3 different types of critters. It was out of control. This one, I can't find any of those big ones. I can only find those little dot ones, and I saw like 3 or 4. So all I can really do here is I'm going to put it in the food, and tomorrow I'm going to have to study it, but I'm going to have to study it really well, because if in this instance here I can only find 3 or 4, I've got to look for those 3 or 4 again. So let's set that up anyway. Alright guys, so I'm using my test kit test tubes. I just left it in the stand there, so I just scraped that into the test tube. I've put 2 pieces of food. I think that's enough. Maybe I should go 3. Let's get one more for good luck. Oh, we ended up with 4. That's alright. So I don't know if I really got to shake it, but the plan here is to just put that in there. This thing's come in real handy. It's actually from my barbecue, but I've never used it for the barbecue. So now, pretty much, the plan is to leave that for 24 hours. Look for bugs tomorrow. Alright guys, so I was about to say good day, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room, but you guys have already been playing in the video. I don't know. Anyway, so today's the next day. You guys, it's a pretty special video. It's over 2 days. Not very often I actually have enough, I want to say orchestration. What's the word? It's not very often I actually manage to configure a video over 2 days. Alright, so I should probably put the camera down to get this back on there. That's food. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm gonna find something to get this out of the test tube. I definitely should have done this without a camera in my hand. Alright guys, so I put the camera down and I got the test subject on my DIY slide. Definitely not some medical grade glass slides, so we turn this little light back on. Now I am going to turn the camera off and you guys will have to find out the results in a second, because I only saw like 3 or 4 little critters on the test subject. I'm really going to go to town and look at this for a good 10 minutes and look for any, because the test was such a small amount of subjects. I really need to go over it like a fine-tooth comb to figure out whether it was successful or not. Alright guys, so I found no movement at all. I really did look, I looked over it for a good 10 minutes. I even like studied, focus please, that little bit on the side there that's not under the plate. I studied all that. I can't find anything. There's a little bit left in there. I don't know if I should try to study that. I'm pretty confident that it has killed it. Obviously, I don't know if I explained it already, but there was doubt. There is like some things to say that Metro cancels out. Oh, I did tell you guys last night that I don't know whether the product I was using was Metro or whether it's product that is similar to Metro, because it doesn't actually state it on the label. So hopefully in this case it's actually just a similar product to Metro and it hasn't actually cancelled out the tetracycline. The only other thing is, the other worry is that the medication's no good when the food sits for too long. So maybe I'll do a test again in I'm not going to be able to do a test in a few weeks if the fish are cured. I guess like at the end of the day, the final telltale is whether the fish are still sick in a month from now or if they're better. So I guess I'll just let you guys know how I go with the health of the Oscar. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap that one up there. I'll keep you posted on the Oscar. Like, his hole in the head is kind of bad, but it's not bad, if that makes sense. It's definitely in the treatable stage. He's got 2 marks, I think, on his head. I should have treated it earlier, I will admit that. I saw the first hole coming up, and I actually thought he had bumped himself on a bit of sharp perspex, and it wasn't until the second hole came up that I actually realised that it was hole in the head. One of the reasons being is I've never really dealt with hole in the head, so it's kind of a new thing for me. I haven't dealt with illness a great deal, guys. It's definitely not my strong suit in the hobby. I'm grateful for that, because that means that I haven't dealt with it, but it's also not very good for me in the YouTube context, where I can't teach you guys about how to treat illness very well because I don't know myself. But I think this is a really good example. If anybody doesn't know, I used 2 tetracycline tablets and I used 10 grams of hexamaclear, which is sold at Aquatics in Perth, and I mixed them into about 30 mils of water, and then I dropped 500 grams of fish food in it, and I mixed the fish food in, and then I set the fish food out on baking paper and let it re-dry. I've actually got a video of me making the food a long time ago, but it was a bit of a different recipe, but that's the recipe if anybody's actually wondering. And the good thing about using tetracycline in the food is it treats the fish and it doesn't kill the bacteria in your filter, whereas if you treat the tank, it wipes out your filtration. So I really honestly way prefer to use food over treating the tank, obviously because of the cost of the medication and availability as well. Tetracycline, I don't know where you can actually buy it, just off the shelf. But anyway guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.